Notice of use of UCC as Ratification Doctrine, Legal Framework and Applications. Definition and purpose of ratification under the UCC. The Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, is a standardized body of laws governing commercial transactions in the United States. Within the UCC, ratification doctrine refers to the legal principle that a party may affirm, adopt, or accept the obligations of a contract, transaction, or unauthorized act, even if they were not initially involved or lacked authority at the time of execution. A notice of use of UCC as ratification doctrine serves as a formal declaration that an individual or entity is invoking UCC-based ratification principles to either affirm a contract or obligation that was previously unauthorized, or reject claims of non-liability by demonstrating implied or explicit ratification. This notice is commonly issued in contract law, secured transactions, commercial disputes, and agency relationships where the enforceability of obligations under the UCC is in question. Legal basis for ratification in the UCC. 1. UCC Section 1 to 103, Principles of Law and Equity, states that common law doctrines, including ratification, supplement the UCC unless specifically displaced. 2. UCC Section 3 to 404, Unauthorized signatures and ratification. A person may be bound by an unauthorized signature if they later ratify the action or accept its benefits. 3. UCC Section 3 to 403, Unauthorized agents and contract ratification. An entity may ratify an agent's unauthorized actions, making the agreement legally binding. 4. UCC Section 2 to 208, Course of performance and conduct-based ratification. If a party knowingly accepts performance under a contract, they may be deemed to have ratified its terms. 5. UCC Section 9 to 203, Security interest ratification. A security interest may be enforceable if the debtor ratifies the agreement, even if it was initially unauthorized. Common uses of a notice of ratification under the UCC. 1. Affirming the validity of a contract or financial obligation. If a party initially lacked authority to enter a contract but later accepts its benefits or obligations, they may ratify it. Used in disputes over loan agreements, secured transactions, and commercial contracts. 2. Defending against claims of unauthorized transactions. If an individual or company has acted in a way that suggests approval of a transaction, e.g., making payments, using goods/services, this notice can confirm implied ratification. 3. Establishing legal standing in a UCC-based dispute used in secured transactions, negotiable instruments, and commercial finance to demonstrate acceptance of obligations. 4. Overcoming defenses of non-liability in financial and business transactions prevents parties from avoiding responsibilities by claiming an initial lack of authorization. How to issue a notice of use of UCC as ratification doctrine. 1. Identify the relevant UCC provisions. Cite applicable sections of the UCC supporting ratification claims. Reference case law or common law principles reinforcing ratification. 2. Draft the notice of ratification. Clearly state the party's intent to affirm, acknowledge, or adopt the agreement, obligation, or transaction. Provide supporting documentation showing implied or explicit ratification. 3. Serve the notice to relevant parties. Deliver the notice via certified mail, legal counsel, or court filing depending on the context. Retain proof of service and acknowledgement. 4. Escalate to legal or judicial enforcement if challenged. If another party disputes ratification, file a legal motion, arbitration request, or seek judicial enforcement. Legal considerations and potential challenges. Burden of proof. The party claiming ratification must show clear evidence of acceptance, performance, or reliance. Partial versus full ratification. Courts may recognize partial ratification, binding a party to some terms while excluding others. Revocation limitations. Once ratification occurs, the ability to revoke consent is generally limited or prohibited. Agency and authority issues. If ratification is based on an agent's actions, the principal must have had knowledge of the transaction. A notice of use of UCC as Ratification Doctrine is a powerful tool in commercial law that confirms the validity of agreements, prevents avoidance of contractual obligations, and establishes legal standing in financial disputes. Proper use of this notice ensures that UCC-based transactions remain enforceable and prevents parties from wrongfully disclaiming obligations.